Our scholars didn't have the confidence to succeed. It wasn't because they didn't have the ability. It was truly, in my opinion, because they didn't have the confidence. And so we introduced strengths as a way to have similar language, but honestly to help them understand what makes them so special and use that then to pivot towards showing up at their very best every day.
So for 2 years now, every new student has learned what their top 5 strengths are. And I fully believe that when people know what it is I'm good at, I might have a shot at being good at things. And so I think about it all the time as we're here to help students be the best versions of themselves with a great education. And so learning to leverage your strengths and quit focusing on maybe how I don't match up to someone else, but here's my strengths and here's what I'm good at. It's at the core of what we're doing in our entire student success effort.
Strengths allows, students to see the best of themselves, but I think strengths also allows staff and our VOS success teams to see the best of our students. It's so easy to see or to acknowledge where a student might have fell short or to acknowledge areas of improvement for a student. But instead, strengths provides us with a framework to say, these are the areas that you're strong in. How can we use these areas to then plan to help you achieve your goals?
Part of what we're doing in student success is helping students connect to one another and connect to a group of kind of caregivers, if you will. We call them student success team. And every student is assigned a team of adults whose job it is to help them be successful, leverage their strengths, and achieve and thrive at the university.
When I first got here, academic coaches were really prioritized for students who were in trouble. And I said, well, why are we waiting until a scholar is in trouble? Let's build a relationship with our scholars before they get in trouble, so that if they are in trouble, they know who to go to first off, but hopefully we can mitigate some of this. So we started to assign academic coaches to every first-year student. So you've got this team of individuals who are working collectively to support students. And it worked. I'll tell you, I mean, students, before they even enroll at UT, they're introduced to their VOS success team. They know who their 3 individuals are. We talk to parents and say, if you have questions about what's going on, these are the 3 individuals who are helping to support your students on campus. And the other thing I would say we did is that our academic coaches are trained as CliftonStrengths coaches as well. So what it allows them to do is to not only just talk to the scholar about their academic, social, financial well-being, but it allows them to lean in on their strengths while having that conversation. And that is really just elevated and enhanced and enriched the conversations a bit. And our students love it.
When a student comes in and is able to talk about some of those recent accomplishments, whether that's building a keyboard from scratch. I had a student come in my office with a GPU that goes into a computer. He's talking about this computer that they're about to build, this new project that they're working on. The student was excited that they finished their Spanish class with a C+. You know, for some students, success does not look the same. And I think the strength-based approach helps us to rethink how we are measuring student success and being able to see a student's success and accomplishments and see them be excited about those things. To have them understand that we're there to celebrate them along the way, I think is one of the most rewarding parts of my job.
Aaron has been such a positive light for me to just be a first-year student. I've mentioned this before, and I'll mention it every single time I talk about Aaron, but I think his first approach, especially being here for like 1 week at the University of Tennessee, he was the first person I could go to, talk to. He's been a great mentor, giving me some amazing opportunities and giving me the resources I need to improve those strengths.
When I have meetings with students, we're covering everything. We're not just focused on their academic life or their social life. We're talking about finances, if they share those. We're talking about personal relationships. We're talking about things that they want to do professionally. And so helping students kind of think through some of those has been extremely helpful, I think, for their well-being. Students are connected with a peer mentor. Students are connecting with academic coaches and academic advisors. Students are connecting with tutors. And so students are able to build relationships and connect with people from various parts of campus. That goes into their well-being piece on how they are able to see themselves but also how it is that they are able to reach out to those resources when in need.
We know that engagement, we know what it means at work, but the same thing is true with student success. When students are engaged with each other, with their teachers, with their faculty, good things happen. I want students at the University of Tennessee to develop a confidence in themselves. I want them to develop a sense of courage.
You think about UT in the aspect of this big campus and you're gonna get lost because you're that one person out of 30,000 students. But honestly, the cohort that I am in, the mentors I have, keep me going and keep me in that network or that net of places that I can go when I need or have those people to talk to. So knowing that I'm unique in my own way and having those conversations about my strengths has also helped me. Not only understanding who I really truly am, but also how I'm going to use those strengths in the future and how I can use those to better improve myself or my thinking.
A strength-based approach helps students, one, understand more about their strengths. It helps them to be more authentically themselves so that they can navigate college within their own selves. It helps to build the confidence. It helps to enforce more positive well-being for the student while being on campus. And all those things go into how well a student feels like they matter and belong on campus. And so I think that directly ties into our retention and graduation rates. When a student feels like they belong at UT, when they feel like they're confident in themselves and they can be them authentic selves on campus, all of those things go into how well a student matriculates at the university.
At a university institutional level, our retention rates have gone up. You know, so it's this individualistic piece, but then when we're able to see that at the core, we've had our highest retention rates that we've seen. We hope that next year will be even higher. And it's all about creating these structures where students can thrive and helping them understand their story, but more importantly, that their story matters to us in the volunteer community.
So this notion of student well-being, of confidence, of strengths, and there's a lot of research now showing it makes a big difference in how students adapt and learn in a classroom. And, you know, it's worth a shot. And it kind of goes with a core value I have, which is there's goodness inside of everyone. There's strengths inside of everyone. And if we can bring those out, I think higher education, you know, we've been criticized recently. I think we can respond to that by doing more about trying to shape and transform these students that are coming, not just to get an education, but to learn about who they are as a human being. And I think that's what we're doing here.